Okay, we're on chapter 4. This one's going to be on disk management tools, which is kind of a recap, it seems like, but we're going to go ahead and do disk management tools. The description of this activity is we're going to change the display settings for disk management console and note key information provided by this utility. So the first thing you're going to do is, of course, you're going to go to your Start button and you're going to right click on Computer and you're going to click Manage from the pop-up window. If you're prompted by a user account, you can go ahead and put that in there and just click Yes. I don't have mine blocked in that particular manner, but in the left-hand console navigation plan is the disk management items below the storage to highlight it right here. Uh, should stop saying At the in the bottom view, note that the disk number of the first disk, the disk number of the first disk at the bottom. I don't know where that's at, but let's go here, disk management, and then we'll find out. It's loading the disk configuration information, and it's loading the all the information that you need. You can see that disk 1 is a removable E. That would be my thumb drive. Here's my basic disk. I have a terabyte hard drive. It's got a CD, DVD on it. Primary partition, of course, is in blue, and unallocated is in black. I just have the basics on mine. At the bottom of the bottom view, read the color legend of the partition types. Notice that the colors are for primary partitions. Like I said, the blue is primary, which is right here. This is blue. The black, if I had one, would be unallocated usage. We're going to open the View menu right up here. We're going to click on Settings. And we want to make sure the Appearance tab is selected in the Settings window that opens up. And it is. It's the Appearance tab that's set up. We want to select the primary partition under the disk region. Right here is your primary partition. In the color drop-down list, let's go ahead and just select red, and so that you can see the difference, that you can change that. And then click OK to save your selection. You can see that now it's changed to red as my primary partition. When you choose a color management, it displays the color. It's restored. I don't know what difference the color makes, but and then we're going to go back and open the View window again, and we're going to point to the top menu item on the sidebar right here. And we're going to click Disk List. And so when you click the disk list, you'll note that the top view has changed to provide a brief list of the computer's disks and their properties. So it's changed a bit to tell you the different things. In the top view, um, what is the partition style for disk 0? You can see that the style, the type is basic, its capacity, its unallocated space, its status is online, the device ID type, and the partition style is MBR. Okay, now we're going to go back to View again, and we're going to go to the top, and we're going to open the side menu. We're going to click volume list. And you can note that the top view has returned to the default view. And we can also we're going to go to the view and do bottom. And you can click hidden. And you note that the bottom view is no longer visible. So if you want to hide that and just look at your top, then you can do that. We're going to go back and pick view bottom, and we're going to go volume list again, or disk list. You can do volume list or disk list, whatever you prefer. You can do graphical view, which is what it was set up on in the first place. Click settings from the menu. Now we're going to click the scaling tab in the settings window that opens up, which is right here. Click all the same size under the display region disks. You can do this all as the same size. I don't want to change mine, but if you did, you could put them all as the same size on the display disk regions or display disks. And then you'd click OK, and you'd close your computer management. And then disk part, you want to go to your start menu again. You want to go to run and type in CMD to get to your system, into your system. A command line tool that it allows the disk and the volume operations to be performed from a text-based screen interactively or within a specific file. Operations on the disk part utility are driven by a sequence of commands. Each command must have a specific object to focus its action on. For example, before the partition can be created, the disk part utility must be told which disk partition will be created. Items such as disks and partitions are usually numbered with the first disk or partition object. It starts at 0. If you type in help at this screen, it will bring up all of these, and it will tell you what you can do if you type this in. If you type in call, it calls one batch program from another. You can do your check disk here. It displays the status of your check disk. And there's a lot of stuff. You can delete one or more files if you want to in here. You can compare the contents of the two floppy disks if you happen to have them. You can, of course, when you want to exit, you have to type in exit. You can find if you want to find files. As a general rule, most people don't go into this because they could really screw everything up if they decided to just go in and start deleting everything. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type exit. And you can see that it's gone. But you can always just bring it back up by typing CMD, and it brings up your disk, Windows Disk Part Executive. You can also get your IP address from here by typing in ipconfig. You can type in run. There's lots of different commands that you can do.